We're going to get you out here well before the top of the hour. Give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games. That's what we do here on the drive-thru, Monday through Friday here at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. It's Live Free Sports Weeks with the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And to deliver those winners, our professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Plays. Let's take a peek at who's on the show tonight. We got vacation folks in, vacation people out. But we got a six-pack here for you tonight. We got Zawacki with us, Tony Brown, Ninos in Florida, Wayne Scott back from his vacay, south of the border, Jay Briggs. And here's how we'll line up for this evening. We've got Brown, Ninos, Briggs, Scott, Zawacki, and then I will close this one out. Vacationing is Alex Smart and Shane Mickle. All right, today we've got Major League Baseball, as we will throughout most of the summer here as we head into summer. We're looking at preseason football, early August, that Hall of Fame game. Still a few weeks away, but let's get this one underway. Let's go ahead and go up to Las Vegas, Nevada, title town out there. Bring in Tony Brown. You'll catch him over at Pick Dogs Pim, home of the Stanley Cup champion Vegas Golden Knights. We'll bring in Tony Brown here right now. I'm sure very excited about that. I think we're all set here. Let's see. Oh, maybe I went too far here. Did I? I think I did go too far. Let me find Tony Brown here, and we'll bring him into the show. Doing fantastic work. Hope you catch the leaderboards up there. For the year. It's been fantastic. Tony Brown, what's happening?
Tony T, what's going on, man?
Everything's going great. All right, here we go. Tonight, we got the Mariners and Yankees. Yankees trying to get off the schneid here. Very close line here on this fight, on this number here. You see on the sharpest book in the world has it here. Yankees favored -105. We see the total sits at 7.
Yeah, this is almost a pick 'em at that line, 103 and 105. And for my money, I'm going to have to pick the Yankees. I know they've been struggling. They just have one win in the last 6 games overall, but what's the best way to break out of a struggle? 1, home. They're playing in Yankee Stadium. And 2, having your ace on the mound. They got Garrett Cole going tonight, and if anything has been going right for the Yankees, it's been Cole. He's been phenomenal this season. He's 7-1 with a sub-3 ERA, just a shade over 2. Absolutely lights out. And then the third way to break out of a slump, the best recipe is taking on a team that you've absolutely dominated. And Seattle has been the little brother team in this situation for a while now, actually. They've only won 7 times against the Yankees in the last 20 games. And even worse, they've only won 4 times in the last 16 trips up to Yankee Stadium. So I know the game's not played on paper, but some stats just can't be ignored. And at this price, we won't. Let's take the Yankees on money line to come up out of that schneid and start winning again.
All right, Tony Brown says go with the Yankees here at minus 102, -110. Do your shopping, get the best line possible. You have no excuses. There are plenty of books out there. All right, Tony. Yeah, it's hard to argue that there with Cole on the mound. We know Kirby has put up some pretty good numbers this season, but the Mariners, again, it comes down to the bats. They're not a good hitting team against right-handers, and one thing I've been following here has been this Mariners team against winning teams this year. 10 games under 500, and they face any team with a winning record.
Right, and that's a great stat to look at because you can see these teams go on 5, 6, 7 game win streaks, and you start getting tempted to bet on them. But then look who they were playing. They were playing the Tigers. They were playing the Oakland A's or the Royals. So, it's not how you win; it's who you're playing against as well. And the Mariners, not only are they not playing good, they're definitely not playing well against teams that are above 500.
Yep, and of course the Yankees bullpen has been solid here, a really solid unit. And that's a team to look out for when you get late in their innings. Also, Mariners just 4-14 when they face these good power teams that average 1.25 home runs per game on the season. Tony Brown here on the Yankees, -110, -105. Do your line shopping, get the best numbers. This one to have a start time here of 7 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Tony Brown, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge, where you've been on absolute fire here. 1,326 units of profit for Tony Brown here in Major League Baseball. For 2023, all plays combined. He's all showing great profit in Major League Baseball this year. All right, Tony, we got baseball on the board. It's a baseball card today, 15 games. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, we got a lot of games, but only a few of them are good in my opinion. So we got my top 3. It's my Tuesday triple play. It's my top 3 plays on the board in the MLB. You can grab them individually, of course, but you can grab them all in the triple play and bet your bookie 3 times over.
That's right, guys. Get over with Tony Brown over at Pick Dogs. You see the great results Tony is producing here right there for the year 2023. 1,326 units of profit. So get on board with this plays here for today. But, instead of buying these plays individually, you can go longer term. Now, if you're watching the show here on June 20th, we know you're a baseball bettor. And for the best value Tony has up there is that 1 year all sports pass. Tony Brown, you're in the grind up there in Vegas, handicapping every single day, all the sports. I can tell you, you're really good NHL handicapper, football, basketball, baseball, but that 1 year pass is your best value.
IP also pay per day or per play or even per sport. Everything I release for full 365 days of plays for one low price.
One low price, guys. So get on board with Tony Brown over at Pick Dog Shrimp. Great results for the year. Of course, with the promo code PICK at checkout, that'll save you nearly $200 off that 1 year all sports pass. So get on board with Tony Brown. You can also add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Tony, as always, have you on the show. Continue that success. We'll catch up with you again in a couple days.
All right, I appreciate you having me, and I'll see you guys on Thursday.
See you Thursday. Tony Brown here on the drive-thru. Let's continue here on the drive-thru. Up next, we go to El Ninos. Catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. We'll bring Al in right now. Coming to you from Florida. I think we're ready to roll here with El Ninos. Let's see if we can get his numbers ready to go here. Al, what's happening? No sound, El Ninos. You're on mute. Let's see if we can usually fast with signing off, signing back in again. So El Ninos is back with us. We can hear you now. All right, here we go, El. Tonight we're going to be looking at this one between the Rockies and the Reds. Of course, the Reds, a team that has been red hot. The Rockies a little more competitive here, lose by 1 after they're pounding in Atlanta. We got Reds minus 192, total of 10.
Yeah, that game last night a little bit closer than I had hoped for, but it was the Reds managed to get away with the win there. I think interesting pitching matchup here. Obviously, no aces on board, but I still think that Ben Lively is the better starter of the two. Obviously, there was some question marks early for the Rockies, but it looks like it'll be Noah Davis opening it up for them. And again, his numbers are even worse than Lively's, so I think we're getting the better starter here. The Reds have been a much hotter team. They're the healthier lineup. They got Joey Votto back. He made his presence felt last night, and I think he has another good one today. On the other side, you got the Rockies that are missing a lot of firepower on offense. 2 of their biggest bats are out, and they've been struggling without them. The Reds have also won 8 of the last 9 meetings between these two. So again, a lot of money coming in on the Reds here. Whether it's the pitching change that caused that line to move, I don't think so much as just money pouring in on the Reds, and I think rightfully so here. We're looking at the Reds on the run line, but as we saw last night, these home teams, you got to be careful laying those run lines. So I'm taking them -1 myself, taking them on the money line as well. But we're looking at the run line here for the show.
Says the run line here in this one. Note the pitch change. Freeland was originally scheduled in some of the overnights. It moves to Noah Davis here, getting the start here for Colorado. Colorado really struggling here with in their pitching department. Also some injuries impacting their starting lineup. And of course, remember their bullpen was just torched in Atlanta. They're looking at El Ninos looking here at the Reds here. Going to need to get those runs in. We are looking at about 75 degrees in this game. Some movement here with the wind moving left to right about 13 miles an hour.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the total is concerned there, I still think, it's not the best weather, but I still think this one could go well over. We're seeing almost a Coors Field total here in Cincinnati, and I think they could get over it. It's not, as I said, not the best pitching matchup. I know the Rockies are missing some bats, but the Reds have been hitting the ball really well lately. As I said, getting healthier there. It's a lot of runs. I'm staying off the total myself. I like the Reds' side a lot better than the total here. But if I were to play a total, I'd probably maybe lean to the over. Don't love it at all, though.
All right, El Ninos here. Reds run line laid the 1.5, -101 here against the Rockies. This one to have a start time here, 7 Eastern time. All right, El Ninos, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge for tonight's action. All baseball tonight, 15 games on the board for Major League Baseball. El enjoyed a very good baseball season this year, 1,349 units of profit. That's all a document over at Pick Dodge Premium. You can verify those numbers very easily. Going over to El Ninos' handicapper page there, you'll be able to get all the data there that you need based on his selections. They're all transparent. 15 games on the board. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
I got 5 plays in all. Got my $19 Grand Slam. I got my 3-pack with the next 3 best bets. And again, your only way to get that 5th play is grabbing one of those long-term or 2-for-1 capper passes.
All right, guys, get on board here with El Ninos over at Pick Dogs Premium. Look at the great results here for this year. 1,349 years of private documented in baseball for this year. So get on board here with El Ninos. He's got his Grand Slam play, $19. Remember, the one-day passes are credit guarantee. They must turn a profit. The amount you purchase is credit back to your account for side credits. That is profit guarantee. El Ninos also with a baseball pass up there. MLB season pass, every play from Major League Baseball, all until the final game of the season of the World Series. Last game of the World Series is covered because postseason's covered as well. PIC is a promo code. You'll save 15% off. That will take $75 off that MLB season pass, so go ahead and get signed up. All right, Al, as always, great having your show. Continue that success, and we'll catch up with you again on tomorrow's show.
All right, see you, Tom.
You got El Ninos here on the drive, too. Let's continue here on our coverage, guys. If you miss any picks, we will recap them here at the end of the show. Stay tuned for that. Up next, we'll bring in Jay Briggs. You'll catch him over at Pick Dog Spin, back from his vacation. Jay, what's happening?
Tony T, what's happening?
I should say just vacation from your permanent residence, because we know when we're on vacations, they're all working vacations.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Still putting in the work on the vacation, but it was nice to be on a remote location.
Yeah, pretty nice. Pretty nice ocean views, and who knows what you got. A little nice little drink there, and just relax and then do your capping, right? That's
Yes,
how we
sir.
roll. All right, here we go out west tonight. Late night start, Giants and the Padres. We know the Giants have been red hot. Padres were hot coming in as well. Giants took the opener in this one pretty convincingly. But the Padres are favored here in this one, minus 108. Total sits at 9.
Yeah, Padres are favored to end the Giants' losing streak, but I'm not ready for them to lose, man. I think they keep it rolling. I know Anthony is not my favorite starter. How you say his last name?
DeSclafani.
DeSclafani. He's not my favorite, but what is my favorite right now is the way this Giants offense is producing, man. And even when they're down and out late in ball games, the Giants know how to rally. They rallied last night. We're down. They were my play of the day last night. Boy, was I worried, man. Tied it up in the 9th and then walked it off in the bottom of the 10th. What an amazing game that was last night. I think their winning streak continues. I think they're in the middle of probably the greatest stretch of baseball they're going to play this season. Seth Lugo on the other side. He's been decent, but I trust the Giants' bats more so than anything in this matchup today. I think the Giants keep it rolling. I think we're getting them at a great price at home. Take them on the money line.
All right, we got that. Jay says go ahead here with the money line in this one with this Giants here. There'll be a little bit of a dog. You can shop, get the best numbers. Hopefully you can find some plus money if you're doing your shopping in this one. This one to be played there in San Francisco here. 61 degrees, pretty warm for that time of year because it's usually in the 50s when you're out there in San Francisco. It's a cold area out there. But we got Jay here on the Giants to take this one. Yeah, Seth Lugo back here in the lineup. Of course, Lugo was in the starting rotation. That was the reasons why he left the Mets, because he didn't want to be a reliever. And I can't blame some of these guys, right? I mean, with baseball today, you make the bucks when you're a starter. You don't make a buck when you're one of these bulk relievers.
Yeah, it's a give or take, depending on what you want. Like you said, if you're looking for the money, definitely. Sometimes a reliever has, a bit more impact because they can play every day. It's just depending. But for Lugo, in his case, I see why he would want to be a starter. I think he has to produce a little more to keep, himself in a rotation. I don't see it happening tonight for him, though.
Yeah, the Lugo in that spot, coming back from a calf injury, and of course we're sad to see Ryan Weathers go to El Paso because he was someone you can definitely fade, but now he's gone. You hate when you see those guys leave, man.
Facts. The guys that are really struggling, even making some cash on, and there you go. Last year we were fading Corbin last year, and we never saw him go to AAA. So that was a gift from the Nationals last year. Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. All this year is a little different. It's a contract year, so it's a little different now for Corbin. But we're looking at Weathers. I knew he wouldn't last long. I knew he would not last. I've seen him pitch long enough to know he would not last long in the big club. The Giants a minus 101 here against the Padres. This one will have a start time here at 9:45 Eastern time. All right, Jay, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Print for tonight's action. Of course, baseball now, 15 games on the board. Look at Jay's numbers in baseball, 1,741 units of profit. Take another vacation. The way you've been running. Jeez, those things work well. Of course, baseball on the board. What do you have going on over at Pick Dodge Premium?
3 plays for me in Major League Baseball tonight, man. I'm trying to keep it rolling. We've been red hot. And just trying to keep the momentum rolling forward. I have my favorite play on the board tonight, my $19 MLB play of the day. and that play is also included in my MLB money making 3-pack. So you can get that 3-pack $40 or the single play 19, or hop on some long term, man, as we continue to try to stack units throughout the summer.
That's right, guys. Stack units throughout the summer with Jay Briggs over at Pick Dog Prim. You see the great results, 1,741 units of profit. Get on board with Jay. Remember, these one-day passes are credit guaranteed. They must turn a profit, or the amount you purchase is credited back to your account for site credits. That is profit guarantee. But what Jay said, the way he's rolling, go long-term with Jay. Get the long-term pass. Want to try out for a month, do it, and get the promo code PICK at checkout to save you that 15% off. All right, Jay, as always, great having you show. Continue that success. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow. Let everybody know there were some changes there to the weekend lineup. Looks like it'll be in the co-host chair now.
Yeah, I might be in the co-host chair maybe as soon as this weekend. So be on the lookout for that, man. That should be fun. Hosting some of the weekend shows with the guys. And as like I said a minute ago, we continue to try to cook up this baseball throughout the summer.
Somebody asked me the other day about, Jay, they says, Jay going to have a draft watch along? I said, I don't know. I'll ask him.
I might do something. I know me and Big Al were kind of talking about that as well because, it's a huge thing for him and his Spurs. So I might try to put something behind the scenes together, see what I could do.
All right, because the odds will come out as these teams announce their draft pick. The NBA gets a lot of exposure there, and it is kind of that time of the year to do something like that. But all right, Jay, have yourself a great night. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
Yes, sir. See y'all later.
You got it, Jay Briggs here on the Drive Thru. Guys, we're seeing a lot of people sign in right now. If you miss a pick, we're going to recap at the end of the show. Stay tuned for that. Let's continue on here on the Drive Thru. Next up, we've got Wayne Scott. Catch him over at Pick Dog Spin. We'll bring Wayne in right now. He's been on fire here, and I kind of sensed that last week. If you noticed a little bit of change in his tone, I could tell a hot streak was coming the way he was talking. He was really excited about baseball, and it showed. I mean, look at his numbers over the past 7 days. He's been on absolute fire. What's happening, Wayne?
What's going on, Tony T? What's going on, Pick Dog family?
Yeah, I kind of had a feeling something was going to happen because I was talking to you last week, man. You had some that sound in your voice. I was telling you throughout the week. I feel something coming on there with Wayne because he was really confident about last week, and it showed here with this fantastic run here for the past 7 days. But tonight we go to baseball. It's the Marlins. Hey, they're finally getting respect on the line from the lines maker, which is bad news to us that grind it every day, right? But they're minus 115.
Yes,
we're not
sir.
seeing that plus mark. If you would have said that the Marlins were going to be minus against the Blue Jays, you would never have believed it. But we got it here, and it's not with you would not believe, especially with this lineup that we see here from this Tampa Bay team. The Toronto team, and it would not be with Sandy Alcantara. Oh well, they're favored because Alcantara's, but no, Alcantara's not pitching, and the Marlins are favored. So that's even crazier. But anyway. Not now when you see this guy is pitching tonight. Wow. Marlins favorite here, minus 115. Total sits here at 7.5.
It's funny, man, because Tony said that, and I got that all in my notes, man. Maybe 15, 20 games ago, we get this team, this Miami team, at home as a dog, and there's way more value on it, but the books adjust, man, and they adjusted the right way to me. Miami 42-31 on the season, 22-13 at home. But here's the kicker: they're 15-7 as home favorites. 7-3 in their last 10. This Miami team is rolling. They got Perez on the mound. Perez for the season, 1.8 ERA, 1.0 WHIP. His last 2 games, he's had a 0.5 ERA, 0.9 WHIP. Gave up no runs. His game prior to that, he only gave up 1 run. And this Blue Jays team, they're struggling right now. They're 3-7. They are not hitting righties well. In their last 5, they're only hitting righties 238. And I just mentioned how well Perez has been playing. So this is not good for the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays 7-13 as away dogs. This Blue Jays team also isn't good in back-to-back scenarios, showing me they lack the depth. And Miami is. They're top 7 in back-to-back scenarios as far as the win percentage, and that shows me they have a lot of depth, whether that's in the lineup or the pitching. They are prepared to play, prepared to win night in and night out, as well as Blue Jays being 0-4 on the road against righties, and 0-4 their last. I'm sorry, 0-4 their last 5 against team with a winning record. Just keeping it simple. Miami's playing a better ball, better hitting lineup, better pitching, and they're at home. I like Tony mentioned we're not getting them as dogs, but if you've been betting this Miami team all year, at the $100 mark, you're up $1,400, and if you've been betting the Blue Jays the same way, you're down 500. No need to change anything. We're gonna stick with Miami. Take them on the money line tonight.
All right, Wayne here on the Marlins here. Miami Marlins here, money line, -115, -112. Do your line shopping, get the best numbers if you can, but that's by opening multiple books. No doubt about that. Yeah, it's, again, hard to argue this one because we've seen the performance of Perez, and, of course, Kikuchi is someone I'm always nervous. I'm usually fading Kikuchi. I don't really take him very often because he's very uncomfortable to back because not this year, but in the past, he's had some issues with walks. This year, it's the home run ball, giving up 2.41 home runs per 5 innings. You advanced numbers guy, his FIP was approaching 6, which is kind of scary there.
Yes, sir. Like you mentioned, 19 home runs on the season, but 12 of them have been on the road, and that's where he's at tonight. Averaging about a 4.8 ERA and a 1.4 WHIP. This is not going to get it done on his night road splits. The numbers all kind of favor Miami in this situation. With the Blue Jays been playing lately, I can run over ATS stats left and right that favors Miami. But besides that, man, these guys are just rolling. They're actually playing good baseball. They're coming off a long road trip, which a lot of people like to fade them at, and they came and smacked the Blue Jays yesterday 11-0 out the gate. This team ain't playing right now. This is not the time to try to fade them because you think Kikuchi's going to have an awesome night out of nowhere. I take them back to Miami with this mild price and keep rolling with them.
Marlins -112 here against the Blue Jays. This one have a start time 6:40 Eastern time. All right, Wayne, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Premium. Fantastic numbers here from Wayne over the past 30 days that we've talked about here. 1,242 units of profit, all documented over at Pick Dodge Premium. Verify that by going to Wayne's handicapper page, and you can see the numbers there. All right, Wayne, it's a 15-game card here from Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over at the site?
Got 4 MLB plays tonight. I have my best bet, which I cashed yesterday, and I'm looking to cash it again today. So if you want to grab my best bet, it's my hit and run play of the day. You can go out there and grab that for $19. I also have a 3-pack with that paired in it. Went 2-1 yesterday, had all underdogs, so I ended up plus 200. And same thing today. Good 3-pack that can get you guys some plus money, even if they all don't win. So if you like 3-packs, grab the 3-packs. But also, like they've been talking, grab the long-term plan if that's something that you would like to do. Pair us up, use their promo code PICK, and let's get ready to cash. My takeoff Tuesday is that 3-pack, so let's take off tonight.
Big Hop Tuesday here with Wayne over at Pick Dodge Premium. You see the great results here. 1,214 units of profit past 30 days. 1,004 units of profit last 7 days based on 100-unit wager. Wayne again with that play of the day up there, $19 premium play. Remember those one-day passes of profit. A credit guarantee must turn a profit, or the amount you purchase is credit back to your account for site credit. That is credit guarantee. But why not just pick the long-term passes the way Wayne's running? Get that 30-day pass with a promo code. You can save in that $45 off that 30-day all sports pass. The proof's in the pudding by his documentation. Great results from Wayne Scott. All right, Wayne, as always, great having you show. Continue that success. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
All right, appreciate you for having me, Tony T. Y'all take care, and I'll get with y'all tomorrow.
Till tomorrow.
Peace.
Wayne Scott here on the drive-thru. Guys, you missed a pick. We're going to recap at the end of the show. Stay tuned for that. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Up next, we got Rod Zawacky. Catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Catch him in the morning shows every day, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. Of course, it's 10 a.m. on the weekends. You want to get that show where they give out plays here on the morning show. And Rod is part of that morning team. We'll bring him in right now. Rod, what's happening?
Yeah, not too much. Enjoying my Tuesday afternoon here and getting ready to tune in and watch some of this MLB action tonight.
Yeah.
Make some money.
Make some money indead. I know you
gotta make up for yesterday's San Diego choke.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a job there. You know what can you tell you there? It happens, and of course, I know you like the peripheral sports. You catch any of this college baseball World Series?
No, I have not. I have not caught any of this college baseball series. But from the buzz that I'm hearing, a lot of people like this LSU team. They're still around. They're still in there.
They're still around. Yeah, I think they're in a game today. Yeah, Wake Forest is a team they
today,
like.
Right? Yeah. See. Yeah. That's the buzz that I'm hearing. The word on the street.
LSU. Yeah, LSU is the one he's looking at. All right, there you go from Ron. All right, here we go. These are two teams that have really been tough on your wallet. I mean, really tough, man. They burn holes, but you got two wallet burners in your tonight. But you're going to find an edge here. That's why you need a professional for games like this. Astros and Mets going head to head. Astros minus 129, total 7.5.
Yeah, you look at this one, and both these teams definitely been struggling in the last few. But the starting pitchers you're going have been definitely pitching very well. Both in their last starts have been pitching lights out. You look at Verlander in his last start, he went 6 innings. Over those 6 innings, he gave up 3 hits, only 1 earned run. He's definitely been great in spots, but definitely been in spots where he doesn't get that run support, or his team lets him down late, and he gets the loss. On the other side, you got Framber going, and Framber, last time we seen Framber, he went 7 innings, gave up 5 hits and 1 earned run. He's been solid this season, 6-5 with 2.27 ERA and a 1.03 WHIP. This Astro team, when they see him, you look, the last time they seen him going on the mound, they got themselves a win, and since then they've lost 5 straight. So I think this is when they see Framber on the mound. When he gets up on the mound, they just get going. The team's 6-1 in his last 7 starts. And you look at the Mets after that. They got themselves a win in Game 1 here. But you look at Game 2 of a series. The Astros 5-2 in their last 7 Game 2 of a series. They're also 13-5 in the last 18 versus a team with a losing record. Mets 2-12 when their opponent scores 2 runs or less in the previous game. And you look at the Mets versus lefties. 0-4 in the last 4 versus a left-handed starter. They're also 0-5 when only giving up 2 runs or less in the previous game. And sure, they got a win last time, and that was their first one in the last 8 trips to Houston. So Houston hasn't been pretty for the Mets. So I'm going to go with the Mets here the Houston to bounce back, get themselves a nice win here. We're going to take them on the run line at a nice plus price. I like that there. Wouldn't bother me at all if you took the Astros on the run line, but I'm going for the big payday. Give us that nice plus money at almost 1.5 times our money. Take the Astros on the run line.
Plus 150.
As I said, in those 6-1 in his last 7 starts, and 5-2 to that run line in his last 7 starts. So the cover 5 was the last 7 to this run line. So I'm going to take a shot. Nice plus 1.5 here.
Yeah, take a shot with Framber. Why not? 14 starts, ERA low, WHIP 1. The walks are low. The ground balls are 58%. So if you do put a base runner on, you get a ground, you can get a double play ball.
Exactly. That's what he does. We know he's already sweating. He's not even on the mound yet, and he's already walking around sweating buckets. That's what he does before he starts. He's just like, he's getting the lather going. And from what I've seen, he's lathered up real good today. So he's going to do as well. We're going to go with Framber here. Definitely.
It's hot. It's hot in Texas. Jay, I know it's Dallas. Jay gave us the weather. It's like triple digits out there.
Triple digit hot. That's what I said. See, he's already in a lather, ready to go. So he's already pre-warmed up before we even get pre-warmed up for this game. So love the Astros here to end their 5-game losing streak with Framber on the mound.
All right, Astros here. Run line. Lay the run and a half plus 150 here against the Mets. This one to have a start time here, 8 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Rod, let's take a look over at Pick.com for nice action. Of course, it's a 15-game card for Major League Baseball. Still 10 minutes before first pitch for 3 games. 320 units of profit last 7 days. All documented over at Pick.com, Rod. So what do you have going on over at the site?
And over at Pick.com tonight, grab my top play of the day as my $19 play. We've hit the last 5 of those. Also hit the last 18 out of 25 days on that as well. So that's definitely been a cash machine. Or grab my 3-pack. That's included in my 3-pack tonight, where you get Tackle the Book Tuesday. 3 plays I love in tonight's MLB action. Or even better, head on over, grab something long-term, grab a 3-day, grab a 7-day, grab a 30-day pass. Join me for the rest of the summer as we continue to stay hot and crush the bookies in this MLB. My top play of the day is in money, so head on over, scoop it up long-term, and join me as we continue to pound the bookies and take their money. Or, hey, as you see, I'm not the only one that's been hot. Take advantage of that 2-for-1 capper deal. Use that promo code PICK at checkout and save 50% off all your purchases. Definitely take advantage of that 2-for-1 capper deal. Great deal there. As I'm not the only one that's hot, so why not double stuff your pockets full of money with our premium cappers over at Big Dog Premium.
That's right, guys. Got Zawacky over at Pick Dodge Premium. The long-term pass is the way to roll here. There's a long-term pass. You get that 2-for-1 cap promotion. Pick, you'll save 15% off. All right, Rod, as always, great having you show. Continue that success. We'll catch up with you again on tomorrow's show. But tell everybody know with your morning show, you're part of the morning team here every day, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time.
Yeah, definitely check out the morning show 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Me, Mitch, and Chris always have a good time. Definitely some good, gentle ribbon. We always love to bug each other and have a good time over there. So definitely tune in. We always enjoy it. So smash that thumbs button. Costs us nothing. Helps us out a ton. We appreciate everybody. You have yourself a wonderful evening. We'll see everybody tomorrow morning. And I'll see you tomorrow night.
See you tomorrow night here. On the drive-through here, Rod. And of course, we know you cover the peripherals. Anything you're seeing here in CFL this week? Anything catching your eyes on the early lines? Of course, it's a ways away from the games.
Early line, well, it's always guess who's at home. It's the Edmonton Elks, and they're still winless and since the name change. So without even looking, I don't even have to study that game. I'm going to go against whoever they're playing.
There you go. Early.
I'm not too sure. Actually, they're playing. I want to say Toronto's coming to town. So I know what it's like when Toronto comes to town. You always got a few guys that love the Toronto team, and I can hear it already in the stands. People going, Argos! So I got to go with the Argos here until the Elks do something at home. I'm just going to continue to bet against them. They've been the cash machine in the CFL for what, 4 years?
4 years. There you go. Just the fate. How do the injury situations compare in CFL to NFL? Do you have to really? Is it as intense?
It is. Well, of course, you still got to watch and see who's on the injury board and who's not on the injury board. I don't find it as intense, just because CFL teams aren't as deep as what an NFL team is. We do have little practice squads and stuff, but not like as in depth as what the NFL has. But you definitely do got to follow the injury report to make sure. Well, the top guys, who's in, who's out. Of course, always. And right now, the Elks are definitely dead last in the league, all categories, offensively and defensively. Just a struggle to start the season for the Elks again. Not good. Power rankings, Elks, dead last.
Dead last. Ouch.
After 2 weeks. Dead last after 2 weeks are the Edmonton Elks. So continue fading them. They've been the cash.
The fade machine is on there. All right, Rod. Have yourself a great night. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
Yeah, you too, Tony. Take care, buddy.
You got it. Rod Zawacky here on the drive-thru. Guys, reminder, if you miss any picks on our show, we'll do a complete recap at the end of the show. Stay tuned for that. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Let's get to my game here. Then we'll get right to the recap here in a second here. Let's see if we can get to my game. We'll get my game card for you right now. We're going to be looking at this Diamondbacks and Brewers game tonight at 8 Eastern Time. The D-backs are the dogs. Brewers favorite here. And my pick's going to be here on the Diamondbacks here, plus 111, plus 109 in this game here against the Milwaukee Brewers. It will be Ryan Nelson on the mound here against Colin Ray. And there was some questions for Brewer management today heading into this game, wondering if Nelson was going to start, because I have the feeling this is the last chance. If he wants to stay in this rotation, he better come through tonight, because when the reporters start chirping, asking the manager, are you going to go with Nelson as next start? Yeah, we're going to go with him. But this may be his last shot. This may be the last straw for Nelson. Has some issue with that ERA. Whip is pretty high. The strikeout marks got to improve. Of course, we got Colin Ray on the mound. His ERA is high, almost 5. Ground balls just 21%, 9% walks. Strikeouts 21%, but does give up the home run ball. But one thing about Nelson, I think one of the reasons why we're seeing him in the lineup tonight, not in the bullpen, which many are speculating, is the fact that he does have some good performances on the road this season. His road numbers have been decent. Diamondbacks are the better hitting team. And you look at the Diamondbacks when they're road underdogs here, 11-7 as road dogs. So we'll look here in this one at the D-backs here who have been playing well with the bats. I'm going to take their bats in this spot, plus 111 here against the Brewers. With a Nelson who got called up by his manager. I don't want to say called out. It was just the media kind of speculating that he may be yanked from the starting rotation. But again, I think it's those road fact that this is a road start that he's going to have to he's going to come through. And we'll look at that number there here at plus 111. Of course, do your line shop and get the best numbers here. D-backs plus 111 here against the Brewers. This one will have a start time here, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, guys, check out Pick Dodge Stream tonight. I've got the plays up on the board right now. Four premium plays, one best bet on the board. It's all baseball. And, of course, a 3-pack from Major League Baseball as well. Of course, you can go over them my long term. I have a 3-7 30-day all sports pass. Get all my premium plays for that time period. Just like we go over to my handicapper page and make that purchase. Use that promo code PICK at checkout, and you'll save 15% off. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. We'll get to the recap. Let's recap the games from today's show. All right, we'll go ahead and hit the recap button. And we had Tony Brown with the Yankees at -110 against the Mariners. Ninos like the Reds run line, laid the run in half, -101 against the Rockies. Jay was on the Giants, -101 against the Padres. Wayne take the Marlins, -112 against the Blue Jays. Rod says Astros run line, lay the run in a half, +150 against the Mets. I'll be on the D-backs here at +111 against the Brewers. The one I like the most out of these, let's see here. A lot of them I like. I'm still concerned with this Mariners against winning teams. That's still in my head here. Look, Yankees here. I think the Mariners may get them tomorrow. That's with Castillo. So I'm going to go Yankees here to -110 because I'm kind of leaning Mariners tomorrow in that pitching matchup. Looks like Vasquez going tomorrow against Castillo. Castillo had that really good start when he got traded over to Seattle in New York. So I'll look for Seattle tomorrow, but I'll look at the Yankees here for today. Tag in there with Tony Brown. All right, that's going to do it here for this edition here of the drive-thru. No games to update. We get to the games starting in about 5 minutes. So that'll be the case there. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us here on the drive-thru. A lot of good chats up there as well. Of course, Rod in there answering some questions here from the folks in the chat. Nick Beats Vegas. We have Wash in the chat as well. So lots going on here in the chat room tonight. Appreciate everyone's contribution. Sports Biz, Darren Turner in there as well. Fernando, shout out to you as well in the chat. Lots happening on in the chat room. John Stewart, Blake with a shout out to Blake as well. Jim Pritchett in there as well. Lots of great contributions. Isaiah the Great in the chat as well. TDC LSC, always good to see from you in the chat room. Lots of great contributors over in the chat. And those that don't chat, appreciate you guys tuning into the show as well. All right. That's to do it for this edition here of the drive-thru. Guys, be sure to tune in again tomorrow live here at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in our cappers here from Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place. They'll go with their plays for you in real time here on the Wednesday show. Don't forget to always get started with that morning show every day, 10:30 a.m. each time. We have Mitch here. We got Ron. We got Chris in that morning show. And, of course, we've got a lot of video series here over at Pick Dogs YouTube channel with Ron Romanelli's breakdown from Major League Baseball. We also have, we got Nick Menken with his Nerfies Jerfies. We got Chris's home run props. We also have Nick Menken with the Nerfies Jerfies. Mitch, Betting Tools Show, 7 picks in 5 minutes. He'll come in with his Nerfies Jerfies as well. Mike Davis, his live shows here, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. Also, he comes in with his prize picks. Some fantasy picks in there as well. First 5 as well here from Mike Davis. So appreciate everyone's contributions here on the channel. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, set notifications when these videos drop or our live shows are live. You're live with us to get notified, to tune in, to get the plays in real time. All right, that's going to do it here for our show. Let's bring in our cappers from tonight's show. Goodbye, guys. You guys have